Just as you guys arrive at Quick Brown Fox, so does
Was
this nerd.
no sincere.
Yeah, sincere.
Sincere.
I'm wearing Unum as a hat.
Do I need to fix this?
He's so small.
Think
Yeah,
this-
he does
yes.
need to be thick. Holy crap, he's tiny.
Yeah, that's what's a
Or-
little too small.
Or Unum can be like a victim to Talon. Talon just holds him there. It's like,
Is that better?
He's a bit too tall now.
I will add him to the thing. If that's right.
Yeah, it's
Tad,
almost that large
of
too.
course, a tad. Like, how about that?
Perfect.
You're welcome.
Yay.
Okay. Clicking Unum. Clicking Edit. Clicking Use Selected Token. Save changes. Oh,
So
yes.
Sincere just walks up.
Ah! Where'd my character
Sincere.
go? Oh, she
That way.
teleported.
Threw her into the
Oh.
void. That was not me.
Jesus Christ!
That was your own doing. Anyway.
How did I do that?
I don't know. Sincere goes up to Talon, sizes him up, and then just offers his hand. Right, I'm Sincere. Nice to meet you.
Talon looks at his hand and then back up and then shakes his hand.
Sincere has very slimy, nervous hands.
Talon does not care. Oh no, Talon's feet shadows are gone again. For some reason.
Oh no, what? Why? How?
I don't know. I haven't done anything.
Yes.
I promise. There, I think it's there. It looks like it's there. Yeah, I thought so. I was like, I think. My eyes are.
I don't know how that happened.
So good
Okay.
job. Is it Sincere happy that he's not Nazim? Punching him
Basically.
in the stomach?
Basically, he's just like, you are not Nazim. Good. He's like, I think you'll get along real well with us. Yeah. 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 And then he just runs inside. Or he starts to, and then he sees that he's gonna crash into Unum, and he stops. Oh. Alright, what's up, Unum? You're
Silence.
alright. He just goes around, starts to go around him. Whoa! Oh, okay. Sorry. I accidentally grabbed you because you moved him so fast.
So what's going on?
Could you not do that?
You little troll.
He just kind of backs up and then just goes to here to wait for you to go away.
Talon pats his shoulder and walks past him. Past Unum.
So, Shiro is just like,
Slapping drunk.
no, he actually seems like he's starting to sober up. He also looks like he has a headache. Certainly behaving as such. And he looks at you guys a little bleary-eyed and goes, well, what's happened?
We
As
completed the
Percy-
mission.
Oh, well, hi. He just ran up.
As Percy puts it, where the greyhounds get fucked.
Huh. Good. Good job. I need to do something. Just gets up from his chair and goes over this way. By the fire. Meanwhile, Sincere is still trying to get inside.
Oh god,
Oh,
there's
no.
two
Oh,
units.
there's 3 Unums.
Oh
Ah!
god,
There's
no. Fishy, stop!
They're multiplying.
So he's just like, look, see, I totally appreciate that you're, you know, you and doing your thing, you don't talk and all that stuff, but I really need to get inside, and have something to eat, please.
Sort of
Gives Unum a bug-eyed look of confusion, then reaches out slowly, takes the potato. You, you, you want me to eat this? All right, I'll. Okay, can I go inside and eat it in there?
Well, Nazim's not the mean one now.
Well, why not?
poor, poor Sincere. Oh my god.
Unum, if I. Sorry, I fell into the cup. But then he's just like, Unum, how can I just what do you want? I mean, I don't understand. Why? It's warm inside. Nice. Come on, let me in. What? Is it because? It's because you don't like me? Is it because you don't trust me? Why? Just throws his hands up. Why? Oh, I'll come back later. And then he turns around and just grumpily, sadly, just bites into this raw potato as he leaves.
Same.
As Unum goes inside, he can see Shiro just kind of like quietly taking the letter out from his pocket, and then he moves to toss it into the fire and then turn around and leave. Except that when he turns around, what he doesn't see is that it totally misses the fire and just lands. It's like in an envelope and everything. I am?
Slightly.
You guys. Okay. Okay,
Through the. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, he threw an envelope and he meant for it to go in the fire, but he turns around so he can see that it doesn't hit the fire and it just kind of lands right here.
So you
In front
meant
of
to
it.
not throw it in the fire?
He meant to throw it in the fire and it lands not in the fire.
Okay. So Unum's gonna get it, I'm assuming.
If you wanna.
Yep.
Alright.
Take.
Talon will just take it. So.
And he just goes to sit here and
Oh.
Well, do not have any more tasks for the rest of the evening. So, if you were to find something else to do that would be important, now would be the time. That was meant to be said awkwardly, by the way. I know it's not always obvious when I'm saying things awkwardly on purpose, so.
Mm, it's really warm in here. I don't like how warm it is. Percy's gonna go take a nap.
Hazel's gonna go check on Annika and probably take a nap as well.
Alrighty. As Talon scoots up, Tashira asks, "Did you find anything?"
No. There was just cops.
Has to be. There has to be a trail we can. Just don't know what else to do. Already fulfilled all possible interactions. Do not know what to do next. With Quisley hounding us.
1 second. Hey, you stinking bug. I don't know how
Did
this
you
book
get
got
it?
in my room. My window is closed, like, completely. Alright.
Defeat the
You-
bug.
He's outside.
Get that bug.
He's outside.
Ah, good.
Defeat it.
Good
I
job.
defeated it by letting it flee.
Yeah. Awesome. That's the best way to do it. But yeah, Toshira just mutters, quietly. I'm trying to think of how he would phrase it. Hang on.
Talon does admit that he doesn't think these other guys are a part of it.
Hmm.
But he does say that maybe he's not sure about Unum yet, because Unum
Ah.
disappears too often.
Toshiro nods at that. He has been doing that. Even Davos was perplexed by it. Sometimes it feels as if Unum does not behave. Unum does not behave like Unum. Or at least not the way that Unum should. Not the way we expect Unum. But I don't know. I do not believe he would be capable of such a thing. But then I don't know. All I know is someone at this tavern is connected. Someone that would have known about Layla. Very few knew about Layla.
Does Talon know about the other leader that ran off?
Michelangelo?
Rajit.
A
The other
Rajit?
one. Yeah. Did he hear about him at all?
I'm trying to think. Yeah, there might have been mention of him.
He's gonna bring him up then. He's like, what about him?
He shakes his head. I do not believe that Rajit was ever informed of Layla. And even if he somehow found out about her, the main things that he wanted was his way in the Greyhounds. to return to the Greyhounds. Why has he not? If he had taken her, why has he not offered a more fitting ransom for that? It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, he just shrugs.
I feel as if we are missing something important. We need Anna Cadaver's leadership now more than ever. And yet I have failed her. After he just kind of sighs heavily at that and doesn't speak again for a while. Meanwhile, so Hazel goes to check on Annika and then goes to take a nap.
Yeah.
All right. So
Because she's
Annika's
still. Oh, sorry.
okay. So when she goes to check on Annika, Annika is asleep.
Everything is great.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. Then Hazel goes, lies down, takes a nap. And Hazel is the one with the mask in her possession, correct?
Yep.
Yes. What'd you
Alright.
do? What are you doing?
I'm doing a thing.
Are you sending it to me via Skype?
Nope, I'm gonna be describing it right here.
Music.
Oh, great. That sounds fantastic.
So she has a very disturbing, vivid dream. Hazel has images flashing through her mind of like these weird bits of sensations and emotions. She feels she sees herself as a little girl playing with her brother in a field, giggling and laughing. There's this strange crackle, wind blasting through your hair, and you feel that your brother's happy, and that makes you. And then very suddenly, you're slithering through a grassy field and feeling the dirt underneath, underneath the churning muscles of your chest, and hearing your mother scream at you. And then your father's foot comes down on top of your body, it presses down, and you feel like you've been set on fire as bones start to crack. And you can hear what you recognize to be your brother's voice, and you hear him screaming in agony. And then you wake up in a cold sweat.
Spooky dreams.
Okay. So, I'm assuming that's not my memories.
I'm only telling you what you saw.
Okay. Then she's utterly freaked out by this. And it takes her a minute to figure out why she's dreaming of it. Because she has no reason to dream about, brother. She never had a brother. And she doesn't remember her parents, and then she's gonna pull out the mask and she's gonna study it again.
As she pulls out the mask. Actually, no, it's the wrong music.
There's music. Do I need to turn up the volume to listen to this one?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Spooky.
Oh, it's the one used by Mr. Creepypasta. Okay. Sorry. Okay, I'm fully spooked.
All right.
So what happens?
So what happens is, you hear a voice, a very light sing-song voice. It's an inquisitive one. It's like, where's the boy?
What boy?
The boy. I like the boy.
Yuna?
Take me back to him. Please.
Okay, hold on just a second. Okay, I've been given responsibility for a dog. Anyway, that totally broke the spooky moment. So she doesn't trust this mask at all, and she goes, "Who are you?"
You won't take me to him?
Not until I know who you are and what you're doing.
I mean, that's the last you hear is just this high-pitched, childish cackle.
She does it like that, and she puts the mask away. And then she just lays there contemplating essentially everything that's going on.
I don't know which scene to switch to from here. We've got Toshiro being silly nerd downstairs. And what's and then what's
Percy,
fine.
Unum.
What's Percy doing?
Percy's napping.
Never mind. Oh yeah, I muted myself and turned the fan on, so that's why I was. But Percy's napping.
Unum's reading the letter that Toshiro tried to throw in the foyer.
Where is Unum? Is he reading the letter in the room? On the stairs. All right. Okay. Let me put him on the stairs because I can. What is that noise?
What noise?
Oh.
Sitting on the stairs reading a letter. Does Hazel do anything after her nap?
After laying there for a couple minutes after this scary ass encounter with the mask, she heads downstairs to probably get a drink.
But Unum's there with the mask wanted.
Yeah, as you get closer to Unum, you feel a very strange impulse build up inside of you. Please.
She shakes her head as if to clear her head, and she continues down the stairs.
That's the upstairs, not the downstairs. He's by
Oh.
the downstairs.
Oh, well, fine. She heads this direction. Boop.
You're no fun. Roll inner strength.
Uh-oh. best part is the inner strength. I mean, she's like, no, not the inner strength again. What you gonna get? What you gonna get? Not too bad.
You feel a very sudden and sharp impulse to just grab Unum's head and shove it into the mask. And you get as far as moving back to and getting your hand on the back of his neck before you suddenly stop and realize what you're doing. So for Unum, you just kind of come up and like touched him on the back of his neck. And Unum just falls backward because he has no idea what the heck you're doing. And as you start to like regain composure, you watch him step back and collect your thoughts and collect like, why was I doing that? Why would I want to do that? What's going on?
Well, clearly shaken up at that point, she runs downstairs to try to get as far away from Unum as possible.
True.
Oh god, I forgot about that guy.
Unum has a friend in here still. He does, in fact. I've been wondering if people remember him or not. In fact, he looks up and goes, "Oh, I thought you guys forgot me! Ah, it's so good to see you! How have you been? Oh, you can't tell me. How was your day? Oh, you can't tell me. Did you have a good day? Oh, thank you. I love cranberries. Oh, good. I'm glad you had a good day. I'm glad for that. Have you made any new friends? Starts to shake his head and then nods. Alright. That's okay. You don't have to know right now. We didn't always know that we would be friends, did we? Exactly! It's fine. It's fine. It's kind of stares off into space for him a second. And then he blinks and then looks to Unum and goes, why won't you let me go? Why are you doing this? You will not stop. You will not stop the Red Fox. I am the Red Fox. No one can stop me. I am the hero this world needs. I will save everyone. I will protect everyone. Do you need protecting? Wait, that was a nod to the first one, so do you need protect? You don't? Ha! Well, that must be because you are my enemy, and you need to be, what is a good term for this? What is it? You need to be. Then he stares off to the side again. When the potato is in his mouth, he just kind of quietly crunches on it. And then he looks over at Unum again. His eyes go wide, and the potato drops out of his mouth. And he goes, "Oh, you came back again! Oh, that's so wonderful of you. Thank you for coming." Did you have a good day? Did you make any new friends? Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm really, really glad. You know, if you were and your friends were to, trust me a little more, I could help you guys. I'm really good at helping with things, and I could I could entertain. You have a very long, hard day, and I of doing your yes, exactly. You have a long day doing your Greyhound things, and then I could uh, juggle fire things. I could entertain you all, help you relax and kick back. Oh, I hope something can be figured out soon. I don't know why everybody's just. I've been so alone. Nobody's been coming to see me, not even to torture me. It's really unnerving. I'd be a lot less worried if people were torturing me. Is everything all right? Good. Okay. Maybe I'm overthinking it all. I could be overthinking it all. I could be. Oh. Oh, I should get some sleep. Thank you for the potato. I will eat that. I haven't eaten anything in like a whole day. Take care of yourself, my friend. Bye. He kind of like waves with his shoulder and his elbow because he can't get his hands up behind his back. So that was that. Gonna go up the stairs. All right. Hazel's gone downstairs. I'm going upstairs. Let's go to the downstairs. Where is Percy? Oh yeah. All right. Well. Sleep. Fair enough. So Hazel said something about coming downstairs and talking to people about stuff.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily talking. She's getting a drink to calm her nerves because the mask already freaked her out enough. But after what just happened with Unum, she's shaking.
Right.
So she's getting something strong to drink.
Hang on, let me see if Toshiro would notice that.
Maybe I can roll notice too.
Yeah.
Never mind. You did better.
Alright. Yeah, I'd say that, like, Talon sees her and thinks for a second that, like, something could be wrong, but then he also thinks that, like, he doesn't know her very well. He doesn't figure out all her little cues and things. So this could just be how she is. And meanwhile, Toshiro just turns to her and goes, "Is something wrong?"
No.
Deceive. That's deceive.
No.
Yeah, that's a deceive.
Roll
Okay.
that deceive, bruh.
Bruh.
I'm gonna roll a bruh. He's a +3, and I gotta roll it out.
He also got a +3 to his Emperor.
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 Oh.
Oh. You got caught.
Shit.
You are lying.
It's just that simple. You are lying. Bad rhyme. No.
Is that just his declaration? Is he just gonna shout that at the top of his lungs?
Yes. That's exactly what it is.
Essentially. At that, Hazel actually jumps in her seat a little bit, and she goes, "It's nothing. Like, it was just. Look, don't worry about it. Itness."
There's already enough strange things happening. Enough terrible things happening. And you already got mad at me for not telling you everything from the beginning. So talk.
Fine, but could we talk somewhere private?
He looks over at Itness, and Itness shrugs and just goes, "Hey, I stopped serving you whiskey a while back." So he rolls his eyes and steps back. And goes, "Alright, where to?"
Just anywhere.
Anywhere, but nowhere where people can hear us.
Yeah.
Let's go to my room. Will you be all...
Wait, what was he gonna say?
He was gonna say, Talon, do you need anything?
He shakes his head.
Good. And he goes up the stair.
And Hazel reluctantly follows.
Reluctantly. This was your idea.
Oh, shut up! Hey,
I know.
Dog.
Shush.
dog, what are you doing?
What dog do?
She's messing with my cord. Hey,
Dog, no.
Dog
she's
no.
freaking out. I think there's another storm outside.
You guys and your storms. Give them to me. Anyway.
No, California's not cool enough
Unum-
for storms.
Up there.
You West Coast people must be dry.
Twig is just like hiding under my desk near my feet. It's just I love this dog, but at the same time, it's just like, why?
Because dog.
It just dog. She's so cute, and yet she's such a big baby. Anyway, I'm getting off track.
Now you're going to Toshiro's room. Never thought this would happen.
Oh, shut up!
Alright, so Toshiro leads you to his room, which is right here. Whoop.
Okay.
That's not the... Oh, okay. That works. Alright, so... Yeah, he takes her into his room and he goes, "What is wrong?"
It's about the mask.
What about the mask?
Okay, so the three of us, originally the four of us, already figured that something was up with the mask, that there was something off about it. And did Percy tell you about my fight with Bard Arsenal?
Yes.
Okay, then, so he told you that I had to use the mask in order to fight him.
What? Oh. Well, yeah, he ran, but he told people that she was fighting and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I understand that you use the mask. What about that?
Well, the spirit inside the mask is.
Spirit?
Well, yes. There's an actual. I mean, it's not just cursed. I mean, it's like there's literally something inside the mask, and and when I was fighting Bard Arsenal, the mask literally chose to try to save me instead of let me die because it didn't want Bard Arsenal to get the mask, and that's probably the only reason I survived. And now, I mean, just a moment ago, I was sleeping and I had this awful nightmare, and I think it was the spirit's memories. I don't know. I mean, that's the only conclusion I can come up with. And then the thing started talking to me, and it started talking about it was interested in Unum. And then I tried to go downstairs, and I passed by Unum when I did so, and it's like the mask. I
He sits down.
it's like the mask really wants Unum. And just a moment ago, I wasn't even realizing. I didn't even realize I was doing it until I felt like I wanted to grab Unum and just shove the mask on him, and I almost did. I was like mere moments away of actually doing that, and I had no control of what I was doing until the last possible moment. And yeah, and at that she has her head in her hands.
We do not know enough about this mask to trust it. Clearly, it has its own intentions. It has its own
Agenda.
Exactly. And we cannot trust that.
Believe me, I don't trust it.
Then why do you still have it? Oh, hang on a second.
Oh, okay.
Alright, back.
Okay, Weeba.
Thank you.
She kind of just, I don't know, just squish her cheeks as like rubbing her face out of frustration. She goes, I was the one who let Bart Arsenal out. Even if I didn't know who he was, I still let him out, and he's looking for this thing.
I know.
And he's already proven that he will do anything it takes to get to it. So if anyone has to carry this wretched thing, it ought to be me.
That is not how this works. Think about how you got in this mess in the first place. You trusted the wrong man, and you let him go. And now, he is free to cause chaos and to harm shifters.
Like I don't already know that.
So if you try to trust this mask, if you allow it to control you, even when you do not wear it, it is still fighting you. I am not Davers, but my instincts have been right before. My instincts say you need to destroy this thing.
You can't destroy it. We even tried to just break the thing into pieces and we couldn't.
Allow me. And he gets up, draws out his sword, and gets into a stance.
She is very, very hesitant, but she pulls out the mask, takes a look at it, and just sets it on the ground.
All right. He raises his sword up. That's his inner strength. Higher than anything else you guys got. He brings it down, and it shatters the mask. Pieces go flying everywhere. They're bouncing off the walls. There's like thousands of little bitty pieces all over the floor. He smirks at this, and then very suddenly the pieces start to move on their own. Start very slowly, like, floating back together, and as they fold together, you can see the cracks just kind of like sealing up until the mask is complete again, just lying on the floor. And he watches this in absolute terror. Just kind of like takes over his face. Just looks down and stares at the thing.
And Hazel's doing the exact same thing.
This is powerful magic. This is powerful magic. Magic I've never known before. I only know how magic is used in my country. I only know the myths of spirits and the terrible things they can do. We cannot. This is not. I do not see a way out of this. You cannot just abandon the mask and risk Bard Arsenal coming across it. At the same time, you cannot bear this alone. Not when it has already tried to take you. This is a dangerous game to play alone.
Hazel is slowly looking up from the mask as he's talking. And she just looks completely lost in what to do and feebly asks, "What do you suggest then?"
He stares at her a moment and finally seems to collect himself. And then sheaths his sword. Takes a deep breath. We are not ready to tell Davros about this. Davros is not ready for this. I don't know what she will do with this information. We cannot tell her. But you need to inform Percy. You even need to inform Unum. I know it will be strange to confess when you have nearly done something that you would have regretted, but you need to tell him. And you need to tell Talon, of course. He is new. He may know solutions that we are unaware of. They are your group, so I will leave the responsibility to you. But if you do not tell them yourself, I will. There is a reason that pauses for a second because Ed needs to find the right music. Oh, dear. No. Nope. God dang it. Ah, screw it. Okay. There is a reason that Annika Devers lives by the rules of respect, loyalty, and trust. The same rules that the same rules that our true alpha had us run by. Respect, loyal, it because you need to have alliances in order to truly find strength. That is just a fact. Anyone seeking power cannot actually stand on anything by themselves. They either must stand on people or stand with people. Here, he smirks a bit. We do a strange combination of both. You need to trust in your friends now more than ever. Maybe they aren't even your friends yet, but they need to become your friends. They need to be your alliance. They need to be your strength.
She nods at all this, and she slowly bends down to pick up the mask. But she doesn't pocket it just yet. It just hangs at her side.
Alright. So she's holding the mask, and then what? Because he's not going to respond. He set his base.
Oh, okay. She just replies with, "I'll make sure to tell him myself."
Wait, did she say she was going to tell them herself?
Yes, she said,
Okay. I
"I'll
thought she was
tell
going to
them
say she...
myself."
Okay. He nods at that. Good. I need to check on Devers. I will do that.
She nods and she takes that as her cue to leave. So she leaves and pockets the mask again.
Alright. So... Yeah, that's... Oh! I know who he's hanging out with. Hang on a second.
Dana.
What? Who?
Dana?
Who is Dana?
Santa!
Oh, I thought you said Dana. I was like, who is that? I've never heard of a Dana. I used to call my friend Itness. No, I used to call my friend Dana instead of Dana when I was a little kid, so that's why I was like really surprised. So Percy been napping. Meanwhile, uh, up in here. someone is starting to get a little cozier. She
Oh
comes
no.
through the front door, saw Talon, immediately went to sit next to him, rest her elbows on the bar, looks over at him with big doe eyes. Would you like a drink, handsome?
He nods.
And she waves over Itness and orders 2 tequilas. So he is given a tequila.
He drinks it slowly.
She just like swigs hers down, leans back in her chair and looks to him. So, where are you from?
He doesn't answer.
You look like a man who's seen a lot. What kind of a job do you have? Hmm?
Everything.
Everything?
Everything.
Anything you've been doing lately?
Yes.
Anything interesting?
Nope. It wouldn't be interesting to you.
Don't be so sure. She like reaches and just like trails her finger from his jaw to like up by his ear.
Can he roll empathy on her?
Yes.
Yay! That's not too bad. And then again, she's got to roll something, right?
Yeah. Let me type a type.
And I'm gonna fate point if I have to. Okay. So then he just gets tight-lipped.
Hmm.
And he just drinks some more.
Any drinks that you like in particular? You don't have to just drink what I feed you.
He shrugs.
Whiskey, rum, any kind of combinations, beer.
He shakes his head. Not much of an alcoholic. Or into alcohol.
Hmm. Not a lot of guys like you. What did you say your name was?
I didn't. You can just call me T.
T. Hmm. I like that. You can call me Hun.
Will do. Hun.
Everybody already does.
Hmm. And he just like holds his hand out to shake her hand. Awkwardly.
She giggles at this, takes her hand and shakes it. Takes his hand and shakes it. Aw, you seem like such a sweet little puppy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I know, right?
He just shrugs.
Hey, she gets up out of her chair and like offers her hand. Do you want to come and see my room?
Hmm. He gets up and nods.
She leads him off.
I'm cringing.
I bet. I bet you are.
Good.
Oh, hi there.
Oh, hi there.
But yeah, she takes him, and as they're passing by the room, they can hear a certain jester yelling, "I finished my potato! I'm very hungry!"
Where's Hun, by the way?
She's right in front of him.
I don't see her.
Oh,
I'm a refresh. Boop.
fair enough.
I noticed that Mishi's gone, by the way.
Oh, where'd she go?
Oh, wait, no, there she is. Okay, like, it wasn't showing her name. And I was like,
Oh, okay.
it just popped up later. I was like, well, okay then. Oh, okay. I still don't see. Oh, there she is. Okay, she's in the room. So
Yeah,
he
she just-
follows her in the room.
Yeah, she just leads him into the room, and she just grins. "Thanks for coming inside." And then she just kind of goes and like sits down on the bed and bounces on a little bit. Such a nice bed, so bouncy.
He just shrugs.
She pats the empty space of the bed next to her.
And he's down underneath the bed.
Dang it! He goes under.
Hides under.
There.
You go.
He's fixed. And at this point, she is going to straight up initiate things.
Oh god.
What is his reaction?
There is none.
Okay.
That's the point.
Alright. I think this is the good time to end the scene. Good night. That is the opposite of what I meant to do. Damn it. Alright, so events are occurring in there.
Eh.
You do what you gotta do.
I love how at the beginning of this campaign you were making fun of me when it came to Hazel and Hun, but now the tables have turned.
Hey, I can only do what the character would do, and he would do the skit if it gets him something out of it, and it's not sex.
This is not how I expected this to go down. Alright, this seems like a good note to tie things up on, right? Continuing things the next day.
Yes.
Everybody's going to bed.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty.